So I'm going to talk about and tell you, frankly, what's the point of marriage today? If you've ever wondered why would anybody get married, be clear. A lot of people have wondered that, and why get married has changed over time. My name is Alex Meritt. I'm affectionately known as the Love Engineer. And in this video, I want to talk about the point of marriage in today's age, in this 21st century, why anybody would do that. Marriage has gone through many changes, from a sacred contract of survival between two people who ended up at till death do us part, because frankly at times they didn't have any other options, to what it is today, where it seemingly is something people do like they do any other activity. They opt in or they opt out at will, and that's really different than how it was historically. But yet, so it's left this generation swirling with, why would I get married? And then there's some people who are like, why did I get married? And then there's other that's like, what exactly is the point of marriage? Let me give you a little bit of context behind what's changing and why things apparently have switched, and why it may be different than our grandparents' generations, where marriages lasted 40, 50, 60 years. Be clear, they also got married at like 16, 17, 18. So they got married a lot earlier back in the day. Two, their motivations for doing so were often different as well. Like I said, it was a game of survival. We are just a couple generations removed from women being able to open bank accounts without husbands. Before, a woman's survival was literally connected to whether or not she had a husband. And so any self-respecting, caring parent wanted to make sure their child got married. And whether or not that partner was the best partner for them or met their soul's purpose, at that time, that was not the focus. It was literally on survival, making babies and taking care of babies, as I like to say. But that's not to say that all is lost in marriage. Marriage is still a beautiful, lifelong, soulful connection that has elements that are in the spirit realm, as well as the physical realm, as well as the emotional realm. The difference, though, in the 21st century, which is the cool part, is we're the first generation to have to do it for love and love only. Many other people got married for love. So that's not to say that. It's just that in today's age, there is nothing keeping two people together except their desire to be there. There's little to no fear of being unable to survive. There's little to no fear of being able to eat, where everything you can outsource. If a woman needs protection, she can call the police now. If a man needs to make a house a home, he can hire a maid these days. And so all of the things that people traditionally were known to do that came along with being married, those elements can be accomplished in a variety of ways. And so now it is truly a soulful connection of two hearts that want to walk this world as life partners, want to do things together. So marriage is still very possible. The catch, though, in today's society is you have to design it. So what's the point of marriage today? It's the point you give it. It's the point you and your partner decide together. And that is the key, is that you must be aligned on what it is and why it matters to you, not beholden to what it was for someone else, not beholden to doing it like mom did or like daddy, because this is not your mama's marriage. If you take nothing else from today's segment, is that you have to define in your heart and soul, what does it mean to you? What is it that you desire for it to do as you go forward? Because, and in conclusion, as marriage laws change, as things continue to change, as alimony is a thing, as women working outside the home, all of those things can vary. Everybody's marriage rules, regulations, and requirements will be different, and that's okay. And so you get to decide what is it for you, but what it should not be, if you want to be happy, is something that you are modeling, copying, or requiring or demanding of yourself or another, just because somebody else did it and you think that is somehow a value to you, of you, or evaluation of your worth, because that's not it. Marriage is still a very beautiful commitment between two people who want to walk life as partners and publicly make a very private commitment known. that is what it becomes, right? That's the point of it. You get to define the point, and that can be scary, that can be liberating, that could be all kinds of things. But know that you are worthy of love. Know that you have the right to be loved and to love as you so you decided. Like, love is love, and marrying for love is really where the foundation begins. And what that marriage looks like, well, that's up to you. Again, this is Alex Meritt, the love engineer here. Please like and subscribe to my channel. See you next week.